We have a whole number of people here to answer any questions you or other students might have as we are, I guess, concluding April and almost at the end of the semester. I know you're probably running a fast pace right now because I know we all are as well as we get to the end of the semester. And since we have some time, maybe what we'll do is just go around and introduce people so you'll know who's in the virtual room with you. And so therefore who you might pose questions to. So I will start, and Tim, if I miss people, just let me know. Kristen is right next to me. Kristen Helling.
Oh,
that one.
hi everybody, there's Kristen. Sorry, Darius. So I wanted to make sure. My name is Kristen Helling. I'm the Student Resource Coordinator out of the Dean of Students Office, and I also work at Weigel Wellness Center. It's fabulous to have you here. If I can help in any way, I'm your friend.
All right. And Lisa Krieger.
Hi, I'm Lisa Krieger. I'm representing the Division of Finance and Management today. We have under us the financial offices, business offices, the police, procurement, and sustainability, safety, and a host of other topics. So if you have questions, I can try to help.
Okay, and Vice President Loretta.
I think Darius is reconnecting right now.
Yeah, he is. There he is.
Hi, Darius. My name is Dave Loretta. I'm the interim vice president for enrollment management. So that's admissions, financial aid, registrar, and marketing communications. Pleasure to have you on today.
Okay, and Lisa Frankowiak.
Good afternoon. I'm Lisa Frankowiak. I am the interim chief diversity officer with the Office of Equity and Campus Diversity.
And Associate Provost Sumitra Hall. This makes up.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Amitra Wall. I am the Associate Provost. And what that just means is that I work with the curriculum and gen ed, and when you think of other programs like advising, I'm here to help. Nice to meet you.
And on my screen, Dr. Rock Doyle. He's trying to unmute himself.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me
We're
now?
sending you back to Zoom class, Rock.
Now I'm used to Teams, right? So, Darius, hello and good afternoon. I'm AVP Rock Doyle for Health and Wellness, which means that the Weigel Wellness Centers, which is the health, counseling centers, fitness centers, health education promotion, all report to me.
Okay, and Janelle Brooks.
Hi, everyone. I am Janelle Brooks. I serve as the Assistant Dean for Conduct and Community Standards. And within our office, we also house the Restorative Justice Center.
And Dr. Charlene Vetter.
Hi, Darius. Charlene Vetter, Clinical Manager of the Counseling Center. If you don't know where the Counseling Center is, we're on the second floor of the Weigel Health Center, and we do free mental health counseling for any Buffalo State student. And there's also information about us in the chat.
Okay, and Glenn Cello.
Good afternoon. Glenn Bucello. I'm the resident district manager with Chartwells here on campus, and that would be all dining. So everything from the Bengal kitchen to retail to all of your remote satellite locations, as well as all of catering.
Okay, who have I missed? CIO Gaithers, Khalil.
Good afternoon, Darius. I am Khalil Gathers. I'm the Associate Vice President and CIO for Information Technology.
Sounds good. So Tim, who else have I missed?
So Phil Badazewski, Assistant Dean for Residence Life, is on.
Hi, that's me.
Mike Heflin. Mike Heflin.
Hi, Darius. I'm Mike Heflin. I'm the Assistant Dean for Inclusion and Equity, working under the Dean of Students area.
And then from the Vice President's office, we also have Sam Resident.
Nice to meet you. I'm Samantha Resit, and I am the Student Affairs Operations Assistant, so I help with student communications. A lot of emails we receive from our office.
And the lead Avenger, Amanda Marsloff. Marsloff is here.
I'm Amanda Marzoff. I'm here to make sure things run smoothly and as smoothly as possible in the Vice President's office.
Which is a feat in and of itself. So I think we got everybody around the screen, or it
I
looks
think
like
I just saw Nina.
Yep, Nina just popped in, as did Althea.
Yep, we got a few more joining. We got Solomon on here now. He's popping in.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Okay.
So President Conway Turner, perhaps because you talked a little bit about us entering really the last stretch of the semester, do you want someone to talk about sort of some of those tips and things, or do we want to just throw it to Darius to ask what he wants to ask?
Okay, so maybe from both the student affairs perspective and academic affairs perspective, just to talk a little bit about what the end of the year looks like from your perspectives, and then we'll toss it back to our students for questions. So Tim, you want to go, and then Amit?
Sure. So we, of course, at this time, are supporting students as they get ready for graduation. And so helping work through and direct folks to logistics, a number of banquets and awards ceremonies for students who are graduating or students who've been given a number of accolades from their departments or other places on campus. So we are doing a lot of that. And of course, that keeps Glenn and the dining team busy. But really, most importantly, is helping students manage the stress and logistics that come with preparing for finals. So whether it's some great wellness and other activities that both counseling, health promotion, and Kristen in the Dean of Students office is working on, to perhaps, some of those things that students need for support. Funds are running a little bit low, and maybe the food budget is a little tight, or you've run into an emergency of some sort that's last minute and unexpected. And so that's really where Kristen and the Dean of Students office really helps. We know that students have a lot, and then our career development center is also helping our seniors get ready for graduation. They've been interviewing for jobs, preparing their resumes. Our other students preparing for summer internships, and some new programs that we're doing with them this summer. So from a student affairs perspective, it's really helping students wrap up the semester in as strong a fashion as they can and manage all the stress and logistical challenges that come with wrapping that up.
And Amit.
Hi, hello. I'm sorry, I just saw a message flash on my screen. So hi, again, I am representing the provost office, and we are happy that we are nearing the end of the semester. Hopefully you have high midterm grades, and that you are registered for the fall semester, and you are seeking your advisement from your advisor. Just reminders, we have the staging events. If you were graduating, I don't know what year you are, but if you are not, and you just want to see the festivities of the students who will be graduating on the 21st, I believe, join us in the quad Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. During the day, you will see various administrators on stage and faculty and staff, saying yay to all the graduates. There is a Bengal study night on Monday, May the 9th from 4 until 8. There will be pizza there.
You went on mute, Mitra. You went on mute. Oh my goodness.
Demetri, you're still on mute.
Still on
There
mute.
you go. There you go.
Okay, there I am. Okay, my hands are off. So we have Bengal study night for individuals from all majors across the campus to receive other subject tutoring, whether it's writing, math, science, sociology. So come and join your fellow workers. And then in regards to just tutoring in general, and we believe that there is no shame in tutoring. We know that A- students, when they go to tutoring, want to be A students, and other students who are struggling. But if you go in academic commons in the library, Butler Library, you'll find the various peer leaders and coaches and tutors to help you. And I'm here. I can put my email in the chat box in case you have any questions regarding anything with academic affairs, whether it's the general education program or global engagement or the like. So again, nice to meet you, Darius.
And Glenn, maybe you want to talk a little bit about one of the events we do to fuel a lot of that study.
I don't know what you're talking about. No, we've actually got 3 events coming up that will lead up to that, to the one that we all love. But first is tonight is 1300 Club. So this is the legacy event that the students love, which is your hand cut strip steak with your choice of peel and eat shrimp. And then we've also got pork back ribs and barbecue chicken, and then baked potato bar with all the fixings. So tonight is a very special night up in the Bengal kitchen. And then on May 10th, we have a guest chef coming from our partners at Thompson Hospitality. And we'll be featuring, developing a special menu in honor of Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, and then be featuring that in the Bengal kitchen, which will be, we're really looking forward to. And then, as Dr. Gordon referred to, late night breakfast. So we're real excited to get back to the traditional style late night breakfast this year, which will be from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. on the 16th of May. And that is the last fuel stop to be able to get you ready for the finals for the rest of the way. So it's a lot of fun, and I just encourage everyone to come out. And then just drop our text to chat number for any feedback for dining is 716-800-4164, and I'll drop that in the chat. But that goes right to my cell phone. So please, any suggestions at all, anything that you'd like to see, any comments at all, preferably not at 1 o'clock in the morning, but I'll take it at any time. Thank you very much.
All right, so President Conway Turner, do you want to open up for some student questions at this point?
Absolutely. Let's open up for questions.
Okay, so I know Darius, you had a question you might want to ask. So if you want to ask it, go ahead and unmute yourself and ask away.
Darius, you're on mute.
He doesn't appear to be on mute, but we can't hear him.
His headset might not be connecting.
Maybe your headset's not connected. You want to put it in chat? You want to put your question in chat, Darius?
We're not getting your audio. So while we're waiting for the question to go in the chat, Darius, I'll try to take a crack at asking the question. You can sort of let me know how close I get, but you had some interest in knowing what to do to get more influence as a new chapter of technology. And what I wasn't sure is if you were asking about that from sort of a new student program perspective, or just understanding and being on the cutting edge of using new technology. So probably we could answer it from both perspectives. So from a new student.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So like I was saying, we are new to the chapter stuff. So I was like, trying to figure out like what we can do as a starting on all the stuff. And also we had like some sponsors and everything. We're applying for grants and everything. We're getting like money to do our activities and all. But like my question was like, what can I do like to start?
So Dwayne or Kristen probably be good folks to answer that question. So I don't know which one of you wants to take that from a student leadership and engagement standpoint.
So interest perhaps in a club, is that?
Yep.
Well, what's the process, you guys?
So Dwayne, you want to jump in? Okay, you got it.
Alrighty. So the best answer I can give for now is if you are interested in starting a new club, right now we're actually working with like club re-registration for next year. We've had a few students come into the office to talk to Luke about starting up any type of new clubs. So there's like there's a form that's called like basically like the advisor agreement. So you are gonna have to find like, you know, some general interest, make sure you have a member of faculty or staff as your advisor, and like have a few members, and then you'll have a meeting with Luke, and then he will be able to like further help you with like getting your club started. If it's something that we've kind of done in the past and people want to bring back, we do have old constitutions and things like that that you can use to further help you along. But if it's something completely new, then he'll work with you in terms of like how to get things started. So I hope that helps.
And there are a couple of resources that just got put in the chat for those forms and contact information for the Office of Student Leadership and Engagement who can help you with your student organization. All right. Any other questions students have? I know some have joined us, that we had one that still was pre-submitted, but if you have questions, you can drop them in the chat or and let us raise your hand and we can unmute you.
Hi guys, good afternoon. Two quick things. Yes, I am a junior, and question on graduation for next year. Would I be able to see what the graduation looks like for this year? Just to kind of see what I'm getting into.
I would say sure. Mitra, I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about commencement and possibly volunteers.
So I guess it depends on what level. So when you say C, the commencement ceremony should be streamed so you can see it in that way. If you're wanting to sit in the audience and congratulate 2022 graduates, you will need a ticket to attend. In regards to like serving as a volunteer and you're watching from the fringes, I can put Trisha Alessandra's email in the chat box, and if you you can email her, or I can put mine. I think I can put my email in the box, and then once I get your information, so you email me, and then I can direct you to the right person, whether it's Trisha or events management, if you want to volunteer in that capacity. Hopefully
Okay, so
I answered that question.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So then just to recap, like I will like be physically there helping the ceremony, like doing different.
If there is, yes, it depends on where the need is. In terms of helping, it won't be at the level of serving as a marshal or usher. It might, okay, so it just depends on what level, but yes. So I will put my email in the chat so that you can email me and then I can help you. Nail down the
And you want to mention the walk across the stage again? Because
oh, I'm
maybe-
so sorry. Yes.
You might be
So last year, because of the pandemic and just the fact that we did not have a face-to-face commencement in 2020, the commencement committee thought that it would be best to have a cross the staging event for those to walk or I want to say roll themselves across the stage so that they can shake hands with the president, the provost, the academic deans, the VPs. I know that I served with Tim Gordon last year. This year, the cross the staging event is Monday, May 9th. Oh, I forget the start time. I think it's like 9 until 4 or 5, as are the same times on Tuesday, the 10th, and then Wednesday, the 11th. This might be like an opportunity to see what's you can expect. In 2021, I know at some point Drew Kahn read off the names that students had as they walked across the stage, which gave them the feeling of, oh, okay, you know, at least we can get acknowledgements of, you know, our accomplishments. So I will be out there like on the ground, just taking pictures with individual cell phones, and the quad is nice. There's like different setup areas so that individuals can take pictures, not just next to Benji, but like balloons and other props that are set up.
Okay, is it going to be in the gym? I've been hearing rumors going around. It's in the gym or the auditorium.
Okay, so commencement will be in Houston Gym. The staging event.
The arena.
Oh, I'm so
mention-
sorry.
Arena.
I'm so sorry. Yes, I'm so sorry.
Couldn't fit everybody
The
in
arena,
Houston
the
Gym.
big one, where a lot of people. And then the staging events is outside in between the library, the student union, Grover Cleveland, and what is the round building?
Bulger.
Bulger. Thank you.
So there's really a lot of ways to peek into what the seniors are doing. And, you know, you can, by watching people cross the stage on the quad, you get to see the regalia and how, you know, what the faculty and staff wear in terms of their regalia and sort of how the students are preparing. You get to see that. You know, if you're volunteering, of course, you know, you get to peek from that angle. Or probably if you just want to get a good look at it, just watching it stream live. And then you can see exactly what the ceremony is like from beginning to end. We have 3 ceremonies, and you can watch any of them or be with us all day and watch all of them.
And then President Conway Turner, there was Elizabeth, we had a commensurate related question about, do we ensure that there's an ASL interpreter at commencement? And if I have that need, what do I do?
Yes, we will have an interpreter at commencement. So they'll be right on stage with us. So that will be available as we do for any major event. So you don't have to worry about asking for that. That will be available for us.
And then if you have guests that are your guests, they would just let who have that need, they'd let the usher know, and we can seat them in an area where they're assured to be able to see the interpreter. Elizabeth, did you have another question?
Yes, I saw that Mrs. Krieger works at our building. Oh my gosh, she and her daughter and myself went to school together. So I was like, oh my gosh, Lisa Krieger is at our meeting. Awesome.
What's your last name, Elizabeth?
Urmson, Urmson, Brooke. I think.
Oh yeah, I remember the Urmsons. Very nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. So are you a professor or just the faculty?
Actually neither. I'm an administrator. I'm in finance and management, the associate vice president for administrative services.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Just never know who you'll find in these Hollywood squares, right?
No, not at all. Yes. Awesome.
Are there other questions out there? So Kristen or Kate, I'm going to take a point of privilege, maybe ask Kristen to talk about maybe some strategies for caring for yourself as we move into a very stressful season.
I think we're already there, Tim.
Well, jump in anyway, team. Welcome. As the health promotions team has put forth a number of healthcare initiatives that are taking place on campus.
Breaking up a little bit.
A little better.
It's a little better.
Great. Our health promotions team has developed a number of calendar initiatives. They've been dropped in the chat box, so please take advantage of those. Additionally, a number of students are going through, I like to call the end of the semester blues. If you run out of your meal ticket and you have no swipes, please come see us in the student's office. And generously donated some in-kind swipes for us.
If you turn off your video to see if you get a better connection.
Absolutely. Does that work better, team?
Perfect.
It is, yeah.
Sorry about
Now we
that.
hear
I
you.
apologize. Much better. All right, I'm going to start fresh. Again, our health promotions team has developed an amazing schedule. It's been dropped in the chat box. Please capitalize a number of end of semester initiatives that are taking place in terms of health and wellness. Additionally, if you are facing some of the end of the semester blues, typically see, like you've run out of meal swipes, you have no more dining dollars, any of that, Glenn and his team have graciously donated some in-kind donations with swipes. Additionally, we do have the food pantry on campus that is available to all students. And Instacarts, all nine, there's zero embarrassment factor. It's a great point of reference. If you are needed. Additionally, you're still blessed by the Herxner and Gershner Foundation. We have $2,000 grants available to our students as long as you have need and a 2.0 GPA. Feel free to apply for that. I'll drop that link in just a few minutes for you as well. If there's any type of issue that you're facing, we can assist with that's stressful for you. The student's office is your typical starting point. We're happy to direct you to resources on or off campus to ensure that you are in the right place mentally to finish the semester strong. So again, if anything that we can do to assist is a good kind of start. 311 Campbell. Peace.
Your internet connection is not happy, Kristen. So, but Kristen shared a number of resources, including our pantry, some emergency relief grants if you happen to be in an emergency situation or running short of funds for maybe an unexpected expense. So that information will be in the chat. And then I don't know if Paula or Dr. Doyle want to talk about maybe some the other opportunities we have on campus to de-stress.
Well, I'll go first, then Paula can go. I just would like to remind all students that it's particularly to be important to stay healthy, especially if COVID is still out there. So make sure that if you are feeling sick or anything else, please come to the health center. We'd be happy to see you. Also, counseling services are readily available at any time, and that information has been dropped in the chat. It's a great way to de-stress with a yoga class or getting some exercise. All of those are posted on the website, the Weigel Wellness website, and you can sign up for a yoga class, de-stress. Spin bikes are now up and running, so we have spin classes going on. And of course, you can speak to any one of our health counselors, Thomas, whose information I'll drop in the chat. He'd be happy to do some consultation with you as well. And with that, Paula.
Hello, so I'm Paula Madrigal and I oversee the health promotions area. And while the semester is wrapping up, we do still have a number of services and programs that are available, which several people have mentioned, but just a couple of resources that I'll post in the chat as well moving forward that are always accessible to you next semester, or if you're still interested in checking out our information as an alum. We have a bunch of online self-care resources and information. So different tips and tricks, but it also includes things that are going on around campus. We also have a new texting feature. So that's something that is not for medical consultation. It's more for just asking a question. How do I make an appointment? Do you guys offer this? How do I get involved? Where are their programs? I monitor it during office hours, so it's not like a robo service. And honestly, it can be any question. If I don't have the answer, I will find that information and I will get it to you. But we also we're starting things like regular HIV testing. We have a health insurance navigator. So if you know that after you're a student or you're going to be opting out of an insurance plan or something's coming up and you need a better plan, we can connect you with those resources. So in addition to our last couple workshops coming up, which are in our newsletter and in the self-care kit, we do have a redefining self-care with a great program that's been going on. So that'll be on May 4th here, and actually that'll be at night. So if that's more convenient for folks, at 6 o'clock in Tech 258. But I would strongly encourage you to check out the links that I'll submit. And again, if you guys ever feel like you need something or there's something missing or you wish you saw something different on campus, feel free to reach out. And if I can't make it happen, I will try to find out who can or how we can get something similar.
Thank you, Paula. So, well, President Conway-Turner, we have, the other emerging issue, I think, as students look towards the fall semester is the adjustment to student email. So I didn't know if you wanted to talk about that at all.
Yes, Khalil, could you talk a little bit about what students will see with their new emails coming up?
There's definitely. So just to put it in context, our ecosystem is basically based on Microsoft Office 365 technology. And we had two platforms, Gmail and Microsoft Office. And to better facilitate security provisions, collaboration, and other items that would make collaboration and instruction easier on the campus, we decided to move students away from Gmail and onto Microsoft Office email. And that will help us facilitate Microsoft Teams. There'll be other benefits as Microsoft Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and all those will be available to the students for free for download. So part of this entire process is to help us move forward to a better Microsoft ecosystem and ultimately moving towards bring your own device environment in the near future.
So, and
Hey, I
anybody,
have a question, Dr.
Go ahead.
Gordon.
Mhm.
So if I heard Kalia correctly, so moving forward, there aren't gonna be any student Gmails?
Exactly. So what we're doing is we're moving students away from Gmail and onto Microsoft email. So you have Outlook as your email provider.
So we're not gonna have access to like the Google Drive associated with the email?
Yeah, what we are working on now is part of the transition process is to figure out how long we want to allow students to maintain their Google accounts so they can work through transferring that information off of the Google platform and onto our OneDrive platform. So Microsoft has a very similar ecosystem as Gmail. They have the Google Drive, they have all of the same collaborative office applications. And then ultimately, one of the biggest benefits would be the fact that students will be able to utilize Microsoft Teams without having to be guests and having guest accounts. So now when we talk about instruction and how we utilize Teams for instruction and remote instruction, it will be much easier for students to participate in those instructional activities. Additionally, one of the things that will be beneficial is our security environment. We will be increasing our security posture by utilizing this one platform. And we've already implemented multi-factor authentication. And hopefully moving forward, we'll add more of that to the rest of the campus applications across the campus.
Thank you, Khalil.
Any other questions that students have that are on with us today? Drop them in the chat or raise your hand. Looks like Ennis had a question.
Yes, can you guys hear me?
Yep, we can.
Yes, my name's Ennis Bennett. My question was for Khalil regarding the emails. Upon graduating, will the seniors be able to take the emails with them? And since we're going from this change from Gmail to Microsoft, will we be able to make that change as well and then take the Microsoft email with us? Or do we have to put like a request in with the IT department? Because I know that I've spoken to a couple students about this, and I actually was supposed to.
I didn't get that last part. I think you froze.
I think you froze, yes.
Ines, you said I'm supposed to, and then you froze. What was your last comment?
What was the last part of the comment, the question?
What was the last thing that you guys heard me say?
And you said you were supposed to, and then you were cut off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said that I was supposed to stop by the IT department to find this out. So I was just trying to find out in terms of me graduating and the rest of us seniors graduating, or if undergrad or grad students, when we leave, will we be able to take our emails with us or put in a request to still have access to them? But with the idea of us switching from Gmail to Microsoft, will we still be able to even have access to them? You know, will we be with the Microsoft emails?
So the licensing between, thank you for that question. Ed. The licensing between Gmail and Microsoft is a little different. So in the past, Gmail were very gracious to afford students' email accounts for life. At least that's the way they framed it. But as we move to Microsoft, we are not in a position, given our licensing, to provide that same benefit. But what we are doing is we're working on a policy or some sort of understanding on how we can continue to provide your email account, whether it's Gmail or Microsoft, for at least a year past graduation. And we're trying to finalize that information for the students moving forward. And we're placing a pretty substantial communication plan for the students and the faculty. And I believe we've already started that. We've been working with VP Gordon to communicate the benefits of the move to Microsoft Office and Microsoft email. And we will continue to send out more relevant information as we work out those details with Microsoft. But the hope is that we at least can accommodate your email address past at least 1 year past graduation.
Thank you, Khalil. That was helpful.
Yep.
Anything else for the good of the order? Questions from students? If not, I will turn it back over to the president for closing.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us in our Hollywood Squares again to have some conversation with our students and to answer any questions they have. And for students that are on the call today, you see all of us here in the various areas that we represent. So if you have a question later or you want to talk about something in the areas, please feel free to reach out to any of the people you see here or other people on campus that can help you navigate a question or concern that you have. And I certainly want to wish you a wonderful end of the semester and finals period and great grades as you complete. And for seniors, I'll see you soon as you come across the stage. And for those that are not, just have a great semester end, a great summer school or not. And we look forward to having you back. So thanks everybody. And thanks everybody for coming on to talk with our students today.
Thank you. And just a reminder to students, this recording will be posted on the Vice President for Student Affairs webpage. So you'll be able to access that or refer your friends to it as well. All right. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Everybody.